What's up guys, Andres here with Steps for Improvement, and in this video I'm going to be giving you my 3 tips on how you can improve your Tinder game when you're talking to different girls on Tinder. But anyways, you're going to be getting 3 tips on how to improve your Tinder game and how to improve your texting game primarily. A lot of guys, what I've heard of, what I've noticed, from hearing from other people is that they fuck up with the texting. They might have, the 3 good photos I've been talking about, or 3, 4, 5 good photos, but they really suck at texting. They do not know what to write. They write like hi or like, oh, you're so beautiful. This is what pretty much what I've heard of is that like, a lot of guys do this. And what you want to do is you want to try to stand out from the crowd. You don't want to try to be like the other guys. Because let's face it, the girl that you match with matches with probably 100 other guys. So to maximize your chance of actually meeting this girl in real life is that you have to stand out from the crowd. Alright, let's get to tip number 1, which is to use the girl's name in the opener line of the conversation on Tinder. Not only does this make you stand out from the crowd already, but it also maximizes your chance of her replying, because she will see, she might get like, out of the 100 guys she matched with, she might get 70 to like, I don't know, 50 chats from. So think about it, as she's scrolling on this, she'll see, a lot of guys will write, hey, or you're so beautiful, blah, blah, whatnot. But when she sees her name, she'll be more tempted to open your one than the other guys'. Now this is something that I've noticed. I know a lot of other guys do it. People naturally seem to like it more when you mention their conversation, in a name or a text. So if you're gonna write anything to a girl, make sure to try to use her name in that conversation or in that sentence that you are gonna send to her. That is already gonna put you in one of the top 10% of all the other guys that she's talking to. Now I'm actually gonna go ahead to the gym and then I'm gonna have a little walk around the city because I need some fresh air. I've been inside the whole day, and I'm gonna give you tip number 2 and number 3 once I get there. Alright guys, I just finished my workout and damn, it's pretty dark here, but let's get out where there's some more light and I can talk more about the 3 tips. Alright guys, so the second thing you have to keep in mind that when you're talking to someone on Tinder is to try to keep it short and direct. And what I mean by short is not that you should write, hey, or you're beautiful or something like that. You have to obviously strike up a little conversation, chat a little bit, chat her up a little bit to get her engaged in the conversation. So what I usually do is I simply write a message like, hey Rebecca, I got a really important question for you, red, white, or rosé wine. Something very simple so I can grab her attention and I can get her engaged in the conversation. And after that, I talk to her a little bit more, but I do keep in mind that I want to be wrapping it up pretty quickly because I want to move away from Tinder and I want to move on to something like, texting or Snapchat or whatever. And the reason for this is to simply get more personal with her. Once you get her phone number or a Snapchat or her WhatsApp or whatever, it becomes way more personal and it becomes way more real for her and for you. And it also becomes way more easier for you to set up the date because, a lot of girls, sometimes they don't log into Tinder that often. Now, I gotta be honest with you, I just hit the gym after not being, in the gym since like last time I seriously, consistently was going to the gym was like in February. But ever since then, I kind of been like unmotivated, not had a goal. But now I've thought about it more, and you know what? I just want to focus on general strength and building some muscle and getting bigger. So my next goal is to get up to 90 kilos, at least 90 kilos, until the end of the year. Anyways guys, I've actually got to go do some grocery shopping, but I'll give you tip number 3 after I've done that. And stay tuned because tip number 3 is very important and it will help you a lot in your Tinder adventures. Alright, I just finished grocery shopping and I'm gonna wrap up this video and sit on this wet ass bench right over here because I think this is a bit of a cool spot, cool lighting, whatever. Let's continue the video. Alright, my last tip number 3 is to not reply too soon or too late. Here's where a lot of guys fuck up. They either reply too early. Let's say you match with a girl and about 5 minutes later you're already texting her, or you match with her and about a month or 2 goes by and you finally get around to writing to her, but then she doesn't answer. What I preach and what I say and what I usually do is I wait around an hour, between 1 and 2 hours, depending on how busy I am, of course. But sometimes a day is fine as well. But you want to give her some time and obviously show that you're not free the whole time. I mean, you have to have something to do in your life. If you're just answering her the whole time, immediately, she's gonna be turned off by that quite fast, and she's probably gonna stop talking to you, bro. And the same thing goes for waiting too long. If you wait way too long to respond, some other guy is gonna get up in there and get her number, get her Snapchat, and set up a date with her, and she's gonna be gone, bro. Now, ideally, I'd say that, you match with a girl, you talk to her for
2-3 days and you've at least got her other social media account or number, and you're already, you know, talking there and you're trying to set up the date there. That would be what would work ideally for me, but you know, sometimes that shit doesn't really work out that way. So try to keep that in mind, to not write too soon or too late to the girl, and try to get her number or social media, whatever, and start chatting her up there. I'm gonna be wrapping up this video right here. If you want me to make a video about how to talk to girls on Tinder or whatever, I can make that as well. If you're interested in that, just let me know in the comments. And by the way, guys, thank you so much for subscribing and watching my videos. Oh, it's got too dark here. I'm very grateful for that. I'm very thankful for that. More videos are on the way. Anyways, I'm gonna head home now, get some rest, recover, and I'm gonna see you guys next Friday.